Hey, restaurant pros. No matter how many years you've been in the restaurant industry, you see people make the same mistakes all the time. Heck, maybe you've made some. I have a list of common mistakes I see restaurant owners make all the time, and I'm going to share them with you in just a moment. I'm David Scott Peters, restaurant expert, coach, and creator of the Restaurant Prosperity Formula, and I've been coaching restaurant owners since 2003, and I'm really glad you're here to learn. In this video, I want to share with you the mistakes I see restaurant owners make all the time so you can avoid them. Hey, before I go into this, if you like tips and tricks like this, do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified when my next video tip comes out. And for more restaurant owner success stories or tips to running a profitable restaurant, make sure you tune in to my podcast, Restaurant Prosperity Formula, found on all the popular podcasting services. Look, the restaurant business is hard enough without your potential self-sabotaging behavior. For starters, I want you to name another business where you're a marketer, human resource manager, government regulator, procurement manager, customer service specialist, trainer, accountant, and CFO at the same time. I don't know any. This business is the toughest business I know, but for some reason, we just love it. We get to create memories, develop employees, and give back to our communities. We get to think outside the box and problem solve on a daily basis. We get to play superhero. Put all of this together and you can quickly see why the restaurant business can be so addictive. So let me try and make your life a little easier and list out the mistakes I see restaurant owners make all the time so you can avoid them. Mistake number 1, blame others versus being the leader your restaurant needs. See, this goes back to mindset, that fixed mindset versus growth mindset. The fixed person says, everybody else is my problem. The government's my problem. The employees are my problem. The customers are my problem. The vendors are my problems. It's somebody else's fault. They can't internalize and take responsibility for what's going on in their business. Where as a growth mindset, the leader your restaurant needs, you see these challenges and say, I can outwork them, I can outlearn them. There's nothing that's going to stop me. Now, it may not be easy, it may take more time, but you can get through anything. See, your restaurant needs you to be that kind of leader. Number 2, not knowing their numbers versus working from a budget. Look, if I get on a call with you and I say, hey, in the old days, I really used to focus just on profitability. And I've had literally probably thousands of calls at this point in time. Hey, do you know what your prime cost is? No. You take inventories? Monthly? Preferably weekly? No. Do you track your labor on a daily basis? No. Do you know what your occupancy is? No. Do you know what your sales are? No. Like one thing after another, they don't know their numbers. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing in the sense that shame on you. But I am saying if you're going to follow that growth mindset, you're going to go out and find that information. Whether you're scouring my YouTube channel for it for free, you're a member of mine, you're reading books, you're going to seminars, you're going to shows, you're doing what you can to gather knowledge to become better, because the most successful people I've ever worked with, they understand they don't know what they don't know, so they're always looking to improve. But you got to know your numbers. So when you make that journey and you start to understand how important it is to have a budget, to create your plan for success, you can quickly see where your opportunities are, what you need to put in place, what systems, what steps you need to take to make the money you deserve. Number 3, trying to do everything yourself versus identifying an implementer. Now look, I'm on discovery calls every single week. I'm on coaching calls every single week. I talk to restaurant owners and managers damn near on a daily basis. And I can tell you that those people who try and do everything themselves because they're God's gift to the restaurant are prisoners to their business. But when you can identify your implementer, a right-hand person, help you get shit done, to implement the systems, train the other managers, help hold them accountable, your life changes. That's when you start to have freedom from your business and know that things are getting done because you're bringing on somebody who has a skill set that complements you. You lead, they do. Number 4, valuing themselves based on hours worked and how hard you work versus working on your business, not in it. See, I grew up in this business, with following my mother and my stepfather, and I learned that the harder you worked, the more hours you worked, the more valued you were in your business. They taught me wrong. It's asinine wrong. You need to work on your business, not in it. As leaders, you got to work on budgets, marketing, leading your team, developing your managers, holding them accountable, moving your business forward, not flipping a burger, not rolling silverware, not cleaning the latrine. You understand? You've got to start thinking about working on your business, not in it. That's when you start to grow because you have others doing. You can trust and verify what's happening in your business because you have system, a process, a way, managers executing, ensuring the process is working. Let me give you your call to action, right? Your call to action after listening to me so that you can avoid these mistakes today. 1, assess your leadership style. Are you a numbers person? Are you a social worker? Are you a crazy maker? Who are you? Assess what it is, understand what your strengths or weaknesses are, and put a plan into place that helps you implement systems that'll make up for your weaknesses. So if you're a numbers person, it talks about cleanliness and service. But if you're that giver, it forces you to look at budgets and targets and what systems to hit those, making up for your weaknesses. See, this way you become the leader your restaurant needs. 2, create your plan for success by creating your budget today. Then go back each month and measure. That which we measure improves. Here's what I thought I'd do. Here's what I actually did. And when you see where you missed, change your plan the rest of the year. Small, little, incremental changes without going against your core value to make the money you deserve and be able to not have to be there every single day. 3, you need to identify your implementer. Have them help you implement systems, teach, and hold other managers accountable. 4, you need to understand again that your job is working on budgets, marketing, developing your team, holding your managers accountable, and leading your business forward. Let me let you in on a little secret. This is exactly what my members do, which gets them restaurant prosperity, freedom from the restaurant, and the financial freedom they deserve. If you're tired of not being able to leave your restaurant because no one else knows how to run it, I want to make sure you know it doesn't have to be that way. You can leave your restaurant. It is possible to build a team of people who know how you want the restaurant to run with trained and responsible people in place. You can give yourself time away. What would you do if you had time away from your restaurant? Would you sleep better? Would your relationships improve? Would you feel more relaxed? These are all things you deserve to experience as a business owner. It's why we own our own businesses. If you would like to learn how to own a restaurant that doesn't depend on you to be successful, click the link in the description to watch a free video to learn exactly what you have to do. Also, be sure to subscribe to get my weekly tips and watch these 2 videos to get more information and guidance for running a successful restaurant.